Hi, this is Advocate Nidhi Singh from NRI Legal Services. We've been doing these sessions on banking, a little more information on banking that I think is really required considering the number of inquiries that we've had on people facing problems regarding banking compliances and banking norms. So I thought that we should do a series on that, and this is part of those series on banking. Now, the problem is that a lot of people do not visit India that often. Also, there are a lot of people who have accounts in India which belong to their parents. These parents, when they become elderly, when they're young they travel, but when they become elderly they do not travel. They do not share this information with their children. Result is that for years and years no one is operating these accounts, and it is only when they are about very old or they are about to go, or they are very sick or poorly, that they actually mention these bank accounts. And when their children have contacted us, we have seen that whenever we have gone, these accounts are dormant accounts. Please understand that all bank accounts, the KYCs have to be uploaded and updated every 6 months. Now, every 6 months, if your KYC, know your customer protocols are not observed, then your accounts will become dormant. And not only that, you will not be able to access your accounts. You will not be able to get your money out. So, for everyone who's listening, whether they have their own bank accounts or they have their parents' bank accounts, you have to make sure that they're active and you are operating them, or at least completing the KYC protocols. What happens is that there is a whole process that we are now doing for a lot of our customers who have bank accounts, and we are actually activating them. But it's a tedious process, and we have to go through a lot of paperwork, and especially when the client is not able to travel himself or herself, it becomes even more difficult. So then you have to take consent forms, authority letters, just to activate your account. Once an account is dormant, you cannot even know how much funds there are. We have clients who are wanting the information. Can you please tell us how much money there is in their dad's account or their mom's account? But when we go to access it, or we go to the bank to find out, the account is dormant. So it's very important that your accounts are not dormant. Not only that, we've had clients who have not accessed these bank accounts in India for 10 years or more. I must share with you, under the banking rules and guidelines, the apex bank is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Any unclaimed fund lying with any bank, if it has not been touched or any account has not been operated, the banks are obliged to transfer that money to RBI, which is the main bank. And these accounts are called DEF accounts, absolutely frozen, DEF, D-E-A-F. This is, once your account is DEF, it's a whole lot of protocols to follow to access these funds again. So for years and years, those who haven't accessed, please be a little more proactive. Please be active on your bank accounts. You can get help to make sure that your funds are basically accessed, your funds are active, so that if you need them, you can take. Similarly, with fixed deposits, some people haven't done the renewals, which they can. So what happens is, if there's not automatic renewal, so you're losing so much of interest. Likewise, there are shares, they've not been dematted. There is a process where we can actually demat and make sure all your shares are lying in a demat account. There are processes to do these financial transactions in India, whether may they be repatriating some funds from some bank account to overseas banks. We are looking at all of that. If there are fixed deposits you have, they need to be, they are all matured, and you need to basically liquefy them and take these funds back. You need to make sure that you have the original fixed deposit with you, and we can then facilitate for you to make sure that you can realize these claims. However, if your bank account itself is not active, you've not accessed them, even for a fixed deposit, it's very important that you need to have an account where the fixed deposit money will be transferred, and for that your account needs to be active. So the KYC protocols absolutely have to be compiled with, because once your fixed deposit is matured, if you do not have an active bank account, it is useless. Financial transactions, repatriation of funds, dematting your share certificates, or any such problem, they're all processes which you need to be on top of. We can give you all the guidance, of course, but it's you who has to take a call. I would also advise older parents, जो भी ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं, जिनके भी बैंक अकाउंट्स हैं, वो अपने बैंक अकाउंट्स के बारे में अपने बच्चों को ज़रूर बताएं. They should inform their children so that proper guided help from professionals can be taken so that you don't lose that money. आज भी भारत में बिलियंस ऑफ रुपीस पड़े हैं, मतलब अरबों रुपया बैंक्स में पड़ा है जिसका कोई वारिस नहीं है, और बैंक्स वो पैसों पे इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं और उनको यूज़ कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि जिन के भी वो अकाउंट्स थे, या तो उन्होंने शेयर नहीं किया या कभी आए नहीं, और वो पैसा यहाँ भारत में वैसे ही पड़ा हुआ है. सो अगर आपका इंडिया में, इफ़ यू हैव अ बैंक अकाउंट इन इंडिया, then you make sure that you observe all the banking protocols, and we can help you with that. You can take help without your coming also. We can actually, we have been doing this for so many people, and we have a whole lot of very grateful clients who have said that that the help that we have provided for financial transactions and helping them in their financial transactions have been of a great help. Similarly, you have any other person you know, any professional or any person, take his help, but make sure you are fully compliant with the banking regulations as far as your bank accounts or any other financial accounts in India are concerned. Thank you.